Welcome to today's broadcast of Carroll High School Athletics. This is CSBN, the Carroll Sports Broadcasting Network, the worldwide leader in Charger sports. Now, here are your Carroll Chargers.
Hello and welcome to CSBN, your worldwide leader in Charger sports. I'm Matthew James, and I'll be calling today's game for you between the visiting Angola Hornets and your Carroll Chargers from the Carroll Charger Fieldhouse. And coming into tonight's game, the home Chargers are just 7-10 on the season. This is their last home game here on senior night. They're going to be honoring three seniors tonight: Amy Pointer, Kelsey Ronan, and Heather Schmidt. Get to that in a second. They're coming off a 12-point win over East Noble on Friday, a good win in the conference. They're now 3-3 in the NHC. As for Angola, they are one of the better teams in Northeast Indiana. They are 15-2 on the season so far, 11-0 in the NECC, their conference. They're coming off a 61-33 road conference win against Churubusco on Friday. And in the state rankings, Angola has the lead right now. They are ranked number 68 in the state. Carroll ranked number 110 out of 433 teams. And for Carroll tonight, Amy Pointer, the point guard, starting point guard, Kelsey Ronan, the starting center, and Heather Schmidt, a starting small forward, are the seniors here for this year's Charger team. They're going to be honored here tonight. Final home game of the season for the girls. And they have all been major contributors to the Chargers so far this season. Also, a big key is for Angola is going to be twins Rachel and Erica Reinhardt. They're two of the better players. Rachel Reinhardt has led the region here in steals last season. She had 5.6 a game. She averages about 15 points and 6 assists as well. And Erica also averages about 11 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 steals. They're two very, very solid players for the Hornets. And now for tonight's starting lineups. First for the visiting Angola Hornets. Number 22, Claire Grubb. Number 31, Rachel Reinhardt. Number 32, Kylie Biblak. Number 33, Brittany Beard. And number 44, Erica Reinhardt. And now for your Carroll Chargers. Number 10, Amy Pointer. Number 22, Heather Schmidt. Number 23, Maddie Peterson. Number 42, Kelsey Ronan. And number 44, Sarah Stillwell. Now, all three of the seniors are starting tonight. They've started pretty much every game this season, and they're all going to be big losses for the Chargers next year. They are going to have some players coming back. Emily Catanzarite, one of their better outside shooters, will be back. She'll be a senior, and she'll be a key in tonight's game. Maddie Peterson, possibly their best scorer, is only a sophomore. She has 2 more years here. So this team can be good. They haven't done great in the conference the last couple of years, but they'd love to send their seniors out with a win against a very tough Angola team in their final home game this season. That'll just about wrap it up here for the pregame show. We'll be right back with the start of the game here on CSBN, your worldwide leader in Charger sports.
This is Coach Kreider, and you're listening to Charger Basketball on CSBN, the worldwide leader in Charger sports.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the start of the game here between a non-conference matchup between your Carroll Chargers and the visiting Angola Hornets, who are favored in this game. They only have 2 losses on the season, 15-2, and are undefeated in conference play. It's just about set for tip-off. Kelsey Ronan's going to tip off for Carroll, going up against Brittany Beard, a forward for Angola. Just about set. Senior night here at the Carroll Charger Fieldhouse. The opening tip is up and won by Ronan to Heather Schmidt. Gives it quickly to Amy Pointer underneath. Quick first shot, no good. Rebounded by Erica Reinhardt. Gives it to her twin sister Rachel. And Angola is going to try to lead up the fast break. Rachel Reinhardt drives, and she loses the ball in midair, taken away by Ronan. She's trapped in the backcourt. Gets it to Pointer. And Pointer trying to lead the fast break. Gives it to Peterson on the left wing. She drives, looking for somewhere to go. Finds Heather Schmidt, one of the 3 seniors being honored here tonight. She goes back up to Amy Pointer, another one. Down low to Sarah Stillwell, who goes underneath, shoots, has it partially blocked. Rebounded by Claire Grubb, who tries to lead the fast break. 4-on-2 if she hurries. She drives, goes right around Pointer, but misses the layup. Rebounded by Ronan. A quick pace to start the game. Ronan has it poked out from behind by Erica Reinhardt, but it will stay with Carroll as it goes out of bounds. Heather Schmidt will inbound for Carroll. Trying to go to Pointer, but instead goes to Maddie Peterson. Goes back to Schmidt. Pointer, Schmidt, and Ronan as Maddie Peterson takes a three that's well off the mark, an air ball, and it goes out of bounds off of Ronan, and it'll go right back to Angola. It is Amy Pointer, Heather Schmidt, and Kelsey Ronan's last game, home game for the Lady Chargers. As here's a good opportunity underneath for Claire Grubb on the fast break, and she lays it in for the first point of the night. They're all starters. They're all going to be missed next season, major contributors. So they're all key players for Carroll, along with Maddie Peterson and Emily Catanzarite. Heather Schmidt gets it now, but dribbles it off her own foot, out of bounds. Not a good start. For Angola, Rachel and Erica Reinhardt are big keys. Rachel especially leading the Northeast Indiana in steals. Claire Grubb, Kylie Bidlack, and Brittany Beard, the five starters, are all very big keys for Angola tonight. Rachel Reinhardt has it now, driving left, finds a wide open Erica Reinhardt for three. Her shot is short. Rebounded by Ronan, gives it to Pointer. A minute and a half into the game, Angola leads 2-0. Kelsey Ronan ball fakes the three, drives, goes right around Erica Reinhardt, misses offensive rebound still well, and she puts it in, ties the game at 2 early on. Bidlack inbounds to Beard, gives it to Rachel Reinhardt, who's a forward, but they let her play the point guard position a lot. Reinhardt at the top of the key being guarded by Pointer. Nice behind the back move. She drives, gives it out to Beard in the corner, loses control, gives it to Bidlack for three, and it's in and out. Rebounded, there's a scrum underneath for the rebound, and it is eventually taken by Ronan on the ground, sprawling for it, and it's going to be a timeout Carroll before a jump ball was called. Carroll retained possession after the timeout early in the game. Some of the keys for tonight, for Carroll, we say it for every broadcast, limit the turnovers. That's what a lot of their losses have been plagued by. They haven't done a good job taking care of the basketball. They have to knock down their threes when they take them. They haven't been very efficient behind the line this year, shooting under 30%. And on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively, they got to play inside out. Offensively, try to drive, get easy baskets first, then kick out, see if you can find somebody open for three. And defensively, when they play that 2-3 zone, you have to force them to shoot from the outside. Do not let them get to the middle of the zone and then attack down low. Heather Schmidt will inbound coming out of the timeout. Gives it to Peterson as Angola uses a full court press. Heather Schmidt gets the ball back, gives it to Stillwell as they're trying to get past the half-court line. Stillwell almost throws it away, but Peterson gains control of it on the baseline. She's trapped, and it goes out of bounds off of Rachel Reinhardt, who is battling with Peterson for the ball. It'll stay with Carroll. Heather Schmidt, as they're trying to set up the inbounds play. They've been pretty successful on some this season. She goes to Pointer, who will set up the offense. Going quickly down low to Ronan. Nice move underneath to set up a wide open layup, and it gives Carroll their first lead at 4-2. Rachel Reinhardt drives and slows it down. Gives it to Erica Reinhardt. Goes around a screen set by Kylie Bidlack. Erica Reinhardt looking for somebody to pass to. Gives it to her sister Rachel. Nice behind the back move by Rachel Reinhardt. She drives on Pointer and misses, but draws the foul, I believe, on Pointer. Either way, it is the team's first foul. And it'll be charged to Amy Pointer. That's her first, team's first. And it'll give Rachel Reinhardt 2 shots at the line. Reinhardt averages 14.5 points, 6 assists, and 5.5 steals a game. One of the best all-around players in the region, Northeast Indiana, but she misses the first free throw. Free throws could be a big key. If Carroll wants to pull off an upset here, they're going to have to keep it close, and free throws could be key down the stretch as Reinhardt knocks down the second of 2, cuts the lead to 1. Pointer gets through the full court press, drives, goes right down to Stillwell. Nice pass, and she puts it in. Carroll up by 3 early. Then off the inbounds, Maddie Peterson steals it and banks it in. Nice play. And suddenly Carroll up by 5 early, 8-3. Rachel Reinhardt, as Carroll gets it set in their zone defense, she finds Claire Grubb, who knocks down a 3, answers right back. The lead back down to 2. Good fast break offense from Angola, not very good transition D by the Chargers. Amy Pointer gives it to Schmidt on the wing, who takes the 3, and she answers right back. And the lead is 5, 11-6 with 4.5 minutes to play in the opening quarter. And a very fast-paced quarter so far at that. Kylie Bidlack is now Carroll's in the heart of their zone. Gives it to Erica Reinhardt, who fakes the three, then drives and has it rejected by Ronan. It looked like a clean block, but they called a foul. I didn't see one there, but referees are closer to the reaction than I am. That is the second team foul on Carroll. They're going to call it on Sarah Stillwell instead. It'll give Erica Reinhardt 2 shots at the line. First free throw up and no good. She'll get one more. The score is 11-6 with 4:17 remaining in the opening quarter. Second free throw from Erica Reinhardt up and good. Lead down to 4. And for Angola, Alexis Scott is going to come in for the first time tonight. Come in for Brittany Beard, a forward center hybrid. Schmidt to inbound and finds Peterson, who's trapped in the backcourt, but she gets it back to Schmidt. Gives it to Stillwell as they are getting around this full court trap, but it's taking them a few seconds. Nice pass by Schmidt right down low to Peterson, all alone in the paint, and she buries the layup and the lead back to 6, largest of the night for the Chargers so far. Erica Reinhardt has the ball on the wing, goes around a screen set by Scott, gives it back to Rachel Reinhardt, and she goes around a screen, takes a three, and it's short. Rebounded by Schmidt underneath, and she tries an outlet pass to Ronan. It gets there, but it wasn't a good enough pass so she could go to the basket. She gives it to the trailer, Amy Pointer, on the fast break, and she is able to lay it in, goes right in the paint, and she lays it in, and now a timeout will be called by Angola. Carroll has an early 15-7 lead, playing very good basketball so far. Very smart basketball, and the interior defense from Angola is lacking so far in this game. We've seen 3 or 4 layups so far by the Chargers. You have to give them credit, though. They've come out very motivated at senior night. They want to get the seniors a win on their last game here at the Fieldhouse. That could be part of it, but they have been playing very smart so far. We'll see if they can keep it up. Angola, they play in the NECC. It's not as strong a conference as the NHC, at least on paper. They've had some very nice wins. In fact, one of their wins earlier this season, I don't remember against who, was 88-15. That might have been one of the biggest blowouts ever in Indiana high school basketball. They can score. They're just off to a shaky start, so they get down early. Never count them out. They are one of the best teams in the region. Now that they've regrouped after their timeout, Erica Reinhardt will inbound to Claire Grubb, gives it to Rachel Reinhardt. They have a 3-on-2 fast break if they hurry, but Carroll gets back on defense. Reinhardt almost loses it, drives to her left, gives it to Erica Reinhardt. Nice ball fake. She drives and misses the layup. Rebound will go off of Reinhardt's hands, out of bounds, and it'll go to Carroll with a chance to expand their early lead to double digits. Good start for them. They've done a good job protecting the ball so far. Amy Pointer trapped in the backcourt, and still after passing to Stillwell, they try an outlet pass to Pointer. Gets it to Maddie Peterson, foot on the line, long two, no good. Offensive rebound, Pointer underneath, and a jump ball is going to be called. Possession arrow goes to Angola after the tie-up underneath between Pointer and Reinhardt for the rebound. Erica Reinhardt inbounds, and Pointer tries to get a steal but can't. Now Angola with a fast break opportunity. Gives it to Claire Grubb for 3, and she knocks down her second triple of the night so far, and that cuts the Carroll lead to 5, 15-10. Maddie Peterson has it now for Carroll in the front court. Passes to Pointer, who's been effective so far. Gives it out to Heather Schmidt. Ball fake for 3. Takes a mid-range jumper instead. Well off the mark. Rebound goes to Erica Reinhardt. Trying to lead the fast break. Finds Grubb. Looking for her third triple already, and she got it. Pinpoint shooting so far by Claire Grubb. She has 11 of the 13 points for Angola, who now trails by just 2. And now Heather Schmidt almost turned it over. Claire Grubb's foot was on the line as she gained possession of the ball. Claire Grubb, 3 3-pointers already in this game. Lead 15-13 as Stillwell and Schmidt come out for DePremio and Kirsten Murphy. 2.5 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Carroll leads by 2. Pointer looking for Peterson on the backdoor cut, can't find her. Goes down low to Ronan instead in traffic, not a great shot. And it comes a little long off the back iron. Rebound to Rachel Reinhardt. She drives to her left, goes right around Pointer, and lays it in. She was off balance when she took that shot, but it ties the game anyway. And now Carroll, Angola has all the momentum, is going to try to respond. Peterson goes right back down to Ronan. Left hook in the lane. Got it from about 7 feet out. And Carroll goes back on top. Quick outlet pass to Kylie Bidlack. Gives it back to Rachel Reinhardt. Trying to go down low to Alexa Scott, but it's taken away by Ronan. Gives it to DePremio. Outlet pass to Maddie Peterson, and she misses the lane with her left hand. Offensive rebound, Kirsten Murphy, and she lays it in. Good basketball there. They're doing a good job crashing the boards against poor interior defense so far from the Hornets, and Carroll up by 5. Erica Reinhardt has the ball now in the right corner. She takes a mid-range jumper, and she draws the foul on Mackenzie DePremio. That'll be her first, team's third, and Erica Reinhardt will get 2 shots at the line, where she's 1 for 2 so far tonight. We're going to see some more substitutions after this first free throw. Reinhardt knocks it down. That's the lead to 3. Beth Schaefer and Emily Catanzarite are coming in for Carroll, and for Angola, Tori Yagodinsky and Brittany Beard come back in for the Hornets. Reinhardt looking to cut the Carroll lead to 2, and she does. She's 3 or 4 at the line so far tonight. Murphy looks to pass and finds DePremio. They got a 2-on-1 as she hurries. Going down low to Schaefer, and the pass, good pass, off of her fingertips, out of bounds. It'll go to Angola. Carroll was trying to get a fast break bucket. They rushed it a little bit. Good idea, though. Rachel Reinhardt going down for Angola, who's trying to tie the game or take the lead. She drives on Pointer. Good zone defense right there. Gives it back to Rachel Reinhardt, and she finds a wide-open Claire Grubb looking for a 4-3. This one off the mark, and the rebound off the hands of Amy Pointer. It'll stay with Angola as it goes out of bounds. 1 minute left in the opening frame. Carroll has a 19-17 lead. Reinhardt on the inbounds play gets it right back to her, and she misses the shot. Schaefer with the rebound gives it to Pointer back into the game. Quick outlet pass, Kirsten Murphy, nice ball fake. She drives and misses the shot but draws the foul. That is the first team foul on Angola more than 7 minutes into this game. It'll go against Rachel Reinhardt, her first, and it'll give Kirsten Murphy 2 free throws, the first of the night for the Chargers. Murphy's first free throw is up and good. Lead up to 3. Murphy didn't play a whole lot at the beginning of the season as Mackenzie Bevineau comes in for Amy Pointer, but she has cracked the rotation, and she's a good role player for the Chargers now. Just a freshman. She could be a key contributor next season. Second free throw is up and good. Knocks them both down. And Carroll up 21-17 with 48 seconds and counting left in the first quarter. Rachel Reinhardt, as Angola could opt to go for the last shot without a shot clock, trying to get to the middle of the zone defense. Claire Grubb drives, and off the pass off the hands of Reinhardt, and Mackenzie Bevineau saved it right to Claire Grubb. They go down low to Tori Yagodinsky, and her pass intended for Erica Reinhardt intercepted by Murphy. 22 seconds left in the quarter. She drives, gives it to Mackenzie DePremio. Mid-range jumper, no good. Offensive rebound, Bevineau. And she drives, aggressive move, and she puts it in. Nice move in the paint against bad interior defense, still haunting the Hornets so far. 7 seconds to go in the quarter. Rachel Reinhardt, and she palmed it as she tried to go around Mackenzie DePremio, and it'll go to Carroll with 5.4 to go, trying to extend the lead. Kylie Bidlack comes back in, and Rachel Reinhardt will get her first rest. Carroll has 5.5 seconds to try to set something up. Catanzarite looking to inbound. Can't find anybody. Finally finds DePremio with 4 seconds. Still behind the backcourt line. 2 seconds. She tries a half-court heave, which barely gets to the free throw line, and that will end the opening quarter. But a very, very good one for the underdog Chargers at home against a very good Angola team. Carroll right now with an early lead, up by 6, 23-17 after the opening quarter. We'll be right back with the second here on CSBN, your worldwide leader in Charger sports.
This is Coach Kreider, and you're listening to Charger Basketball on CSBN, the worldwide leader in Charger sports.
Welcome back to CSBN, your worldwide leader in Charger sports. Just about set for the start of the second quarter, and the first was a very good one for the Chargers. They protected the ball. They got a lot of easy baskets underneath, and right now they have a 6-point lead against a very good Angola team. We'll see if they can keep it up. As Bevineau inbounds to Ronan to start the quarter, gets it right back to Bevineau. Quick pass trying to go to Peterson underneath, bad pass. Intercepted by Brittany Beard. He gives it to Reinhardt, who comes. Rachel Reinhardt passes to Kylie Bidlack. Reinhardt got a 5-second rest for the last few seconds of the first quarter, right back into the game. Gives it to Erica Reinhardt, who did not sit in the first quarter. And as she handles the ball, it was poked away by Ronan out of bounds. It'll stay with Angola. Reinhardt inbounds to Reinhardt. Rachel Reinhardt drives to her left, right in the lane, and she puts it right in with the left hand. She's left-handed, and that was not good interior defense by Carroll. As Bevineau, quick outlet pass to Pointer. She drives in the lane, gives it down low to Maddie Peterson, and she misses the layup. She had it. She rushed the shot a little bit, rebounded by Reinhardt, trying to lead the fast break, but Carroll does a good job in transition. Reinhardt, though, makes a nice move underneath, but she lost the ball, taken by Bevineau, and she draws the foul, I believe, on Rachel Reinhardt. If it is, that is her second, and it is the team's second. They are going to call the foul instead on Brittany Beard, her first. Emily Catanzarite to inbound. Full court press still being applied by the Hornets. Amy Pointer back into the game, gets the inbounds pass, and she's trying to drive around Erica Reinhardt, looking for somebody underneath. Instead gives it to Bevineau on the left wing. Bevineau thought about a cross-court pass. She loses the ball, and it's off her knee, out of bounds, and it'll go to Angola, and that's not a good turnover by Mackenzie Bevineau. Erica Reinhardt inbounds to Brittany Beard, gets it right back to Reinhardt. She drives to her right, trying to go around Peterson. She gives it out to Kylie Bidlack, out to Tori Yagodinsky. Thought about a mid-range jumper, instead gives it to Reinhardt, who goes around a screen. Gives it back to Claire Grubb, back to Kylie Bidlack. And trying to find somebody, she's trapped in the right corner, gives it to Erica Reinhardt. Back to Rachel Reinhardt. She drives to her left. Good help. Defense forces a miss. Offensive rebound by Yagodinsky. She has the ball stripped from her. Maddie Peterson gets it, trying to lead the fast break by herself. Gives it to Mackenzie Bevineau, who thought about a three. Instead goes down to Ronan, who couldn't knock the shot down in the post. A quick little left hook wouldn't go. Rebounded by Reinhardt. She spins around. Pointer drives, gives it to Erica Reinhardt for three. That shot is way off. Long and air ball, and taken by Catanzarite. She gives it to Pointer in a fast-paced second quarter. She drives to her left, and she is fouled by Rachel Reinhardt. That is her second. She may have to come out of the game for the rest of the half, or at least for the next few minutes. She would be a huge loss if she's forced to miss an extended period of time with the foul trouble. Heather Schmidt and Sarah Stillwell come back into the game for Carroll, for Bevineau and Catanzarite. 2 minutes in to the second quarter. Carroll up 23-19. Schmidt inbounds to Amy Pointer. Looking for Ronan and finds her down low, and she misses the shot in the post and tried to get the offensive rebound, but it is tipped right to Rachel Reinhardt. Trying to lead the fast break, gives it to Claire Grubb. Down low to Brittany Beard, trying to find somebody in the post, and she traveled. And that'll be another turnover. Gives the ball back to the Chargers. Angola's keys, they have to attack the 2-3 zone. They did that a little bit in the first quarter, mostly with Reinhardt. She drove right on Peterson and Pointer, whoever was playing her, and play pressure defense. That they have done. When the teams use the full court press against Carroll, it does force them into turnovers, but so far tonight, Carroll's done a pretty good job protecting the ball. Amy Pointer goes right down low to Kelsey Ronan, all by herself underneath, and she lays it in. The lead to 6. Kelsey Ronan has 6 points to lead the Chargers, and it is 25-19. Kylie Bidlack goes around a screen, takes a shot from the free throw line, rejected by Ronan, and she gets the ball right back. Gives it to Amy Pointer as Carroll was unable to lead the fast break, but a nice block by Ronan. the ball went about 2 inches before it was swatted right back into her face. Maddie Peterson with the ball now in the right corner, guarded tightly by Brittany Beard. She goes around her on the baseline, gives it back to Kelsey Ronan, and as she tries the ball fake, she travels, moves the pivot foot, and it'll go back to the Hornets. So far in this game, it's been very fast-paced, a well-coached game. It's been efficient, not a whole lot of turnovers by either side. One thing that both teams might want to adjust is their interior defense. Both teams have gotten a lot of easy baskets, and it looked like Maddie Peterson got a steal, but they're going to call her for a reach-in foul before she could go lay the ball in, and that'll be her first, team's fourth. Angola will retain possession. 4.5 minutes to play in the first half. Carroll leading 25-19. Rachel Reinhardt receives the inbounds pass, looking to her left. So it goes around the screen, set by Erica Reinhardt, and Rachel Reinhardt tries a shot from the left elbow, no good. Lauren Honer is into the game for the first time for Angola. After the offensive rebound was corralled by Bidlack, Claire Grubb loses it out of bounds, but it goes off of Amy Pointer, and Angola will retain possession. Grubb inbounds to Reinhardt, and she tried to find Brittany Beard underneath, but it went through her hands out of bounds, and Carroll will get the ball back. Erica Reinhardt comes back into the game after a quick rest. Lauren Honer goes right back to the bench. She wasn't in for long. Looks like the starting five for Angola is on the floor, and as it is for Carroll, all 10 of the starters are on the floor in this game. Amy Pointer, the starting point guard, one of the seniors here on senior night, goes down low to Sarah Stillwell with the left hand, lays it up and in. Good shot on the left low block, and Carroll extends their lead to 8. Stillwell has 6 points. She's been good in the post. Just a quick little half turn, and not quite a jump shot, but not quite a little hook shot in the post either. Rachel Reinhardt gives it to her sister in the corner. She misses the three badly, but a nice play by Rachel Reinhardt to get the offensive rebound. Then a missed layup by Reinhardt, and a jump ball is going to be called, and possession arrow with the Hornets. They'll retain possession. After the missed three, Maddie Peterson seemed to get the ball, but then it was stolen, poked out by Brittany Beard. And then after a missed layup, a jump ball was called as a scrum resulted underneath. Erica Reinhardt gets the ball off the inbounds pass, finds Brittany Beard for three, and her shot is long, no good. Rebounded by Ronan. She tries to find somebody to outlet pass for the fast break, instead takes it by herself. Looked like she traveled, she misses the shot. Rebound will go to, a jump ball is called, and it will go to Carroll. They have the possession arrow. Mackenzie DePremio, Kirsten Murphy come back into the game for Heather Schmidt and Sarah Stillwell. 3:16 remains in the first half. DePremio inbounds to Amy Pointer. She gives it to Peterson, who takes a three, no good. Rebound will go to Kirsten Murphy, who battled off Claire Grubb underneath, and it looked like Grubb stepped out of bounds when there was joint possession. It'll stay with Carroll. DePremio looking to inbound, finds Maddie Peterson, gives it to Murphy, trying to go down low to Ronan, nothing there. Murphy instead gives it to Amy Pointer, thought about the three, gives it to DePremio, goes down low to Ronan, and she couldn't handle the pass from DePremio. It's taken away by Kylie Bidlack. Goes outlet pass to Claire Grubb. She drives right around Ronan, and she tries a reverse layup. Off balance, no good. Rebounded by Pointer, and she does a quick outlet pass to Peterson. 3-on-2. She takes a mid-range jumper. Contested, no, not a great shot. She gets her own miss and then is fouled by Erica Reinhardt. That is her first, and Angola's fourth. Both teams have four here late in the first half. Tori Yagodinsky is going to re-enter the game for Angola for Brittany Beard. DePremio will inbound for the Chargers. She looks for and finds Maddie Peterson in the right corner. Thought about taking the quick three, thought better of it. Off of a rotation, goes down low to Ronan, gives it back to Pointer, who drives the lane, gives it out to Kirsten Murphy, top of the key for three, no good. Offensive rebound, no. An over-the-back foul is called on Kelsey Ronan. That is her first, Carroll's fifth. Two more, and Angola will be in the bonus. Some substitutions. Emily Catanzarite, Mackenzie Bevino, and Beth Schaefer come in for Mackenzie DePremio, Kelsey Ronan, and Maddie Peterson. 2-3 zone being set up. The two guards are doing a full court press while the three forwards are back in the backcourt guarding the baseline. Very spread out zone defense. Erica Reinhardt controls the ball right now. Spin move on Peterson. Gives it to Rachel Reinhardt. Drives to her right. Passes to her sister. Erica goes around a screen set by Bidlack. Gives it to Rachel Reinhardt for three. That shot off the mark. No good. Rebounded by Catanzarite, and she loses the ball. They're going to call a jump ball, and it'll go to Angola. Emily Catanzarite tried to get around Kylie Bidlack and lost it off of her foot. There was a scrum on the floor, and the possession arrow awarded the ball to Angola. Rachel Reinhardt to inbound. And a quick inbounds play looking for a quick layup for Bidlack. Not there. She passes out to Rachel Reinhardt, who knocks down a 16-footer on the baseline, and the lead down to 6. Amy Pointer. We hear a big cheer from the Angola crowd. They have a pretty good turnout for a Wednesday night game. Emily Catanzarite gives it to Kirsten Murphy, top of the key for three. Again, no good. Rebound goes to Beth Schaefer in the corner. Good job to chase it down. Gives it out to Amy Pointer, drives, gets it to Mackenzie Bevino, mid-range jumper, good. About 18 feet on the baseline. Nice shot. Lead back up to 8. Rachel Reinhardt, after the made shot by Bevino, gives it to Kylie Bidlack, right back to Reinhardt. Nice crossover on Murphy. She gives it out to Bidlack in the corner, tries a three, it's short. Rebound goes to Beth Schaefer, gives it to Bevino. Quick outlet pass, Emily Catanzarite. She thought about the shot, and as she tried to pass to the cutting Schaefer to the basket, she picked up her pivot foot, and that is a travel. It'll go to Angola. 58 seconds remain in the first half. Alexa Scott comes in for Tori Yagodinsky for Angola. And the score is Carroll 29, Angola 21. If Carroll would hold on, it would be a pretty big upset. Carroll is just 7-10 on the season, but Angola is 15-2. It would be a very nice win, a good way to send the seniors out in style at their last home game for Pointer, Ronan, and Schmidt. Trying a quick outlet pass off the inbound is Reinhardt. It's stolen by Bevino, gives it to Amy Pointer, who tries a three on the left wing, no good. Rebound, it'll be a jump ball underneath, and the possession now with Carroll. A retained possession. That was not a smart play off the inbounds. It was an easy steal for Bevino. And after the jump ball, Carroll retained possession with 49 seconds to play in the half. Catanzarite gives it to Kirsten Murphy. Thought about the mid-range jumper. Gives it out to Mackenzie Bevino, looking for and finding Catanzarite. Going down low to Beth Schaefer, and she puts it up and in over Alexis Scott. Nice play, and the interior defense has not been good from Angola. Carroll's been attacking inside with Ronan, Stillwell, and Schaefer, and it's been working so far. The lead up to 10, the largest of the night for Carroll. 24 seconds to go. We'll see if Angola tries to hold it for the last shot. Right now, Reinhardt is being trapped in the corner, gives it to Bidlack. Back out to Reinhardt, and it does look like Angola is going to hold for the final shot. 10 seconds now. Rachel Reinhardt draws the foul before the shot on... It looks like Beth Schaefer. No, they're going to call it on Kirsten Murphy instead. That is the 6th team foul with 9 seconds to play in the half. The next one would put Angola in the bonus. It looks like Angola will go for the last shot. It's inbounded to Scott. Goes right back to Reinhardt. Her mid-range jumper no good. Rebounded by Catanzarite. Gives it to Pointer. They're still in the backcourt with 1 second left in the half. It goes out of bounds. Pointer will inbound, and it'll be a quick catch and shoot from about half court with 9/10 of a second. Pointer inbounds to Murphy, and she couldn't handle the pass. It'll go off of her foot, not out of bounds, but it'll run out the clock, and it will go to halftime. Carroll played a very, very good all-around first half, and against one of the top teams in the state with a 15-2 overall record, 11-0 in the NECC conference. Carroll is up by 10. Well, this would be a very big win for them against a very good team. They have played smart basketball so far. All three seniors have had a nice game, and we'll see if Carroll can pull it off in the second half. And so at the half, the score is Carroll 31, Angola 21, and the leading scorer was Kelsey Ronan and Sarah Stillwell. Both had 6, and for Angola, Clara Grubb had 11. She had 3 threes in the first quarter, but cooled off afterwards. That'll do it for the first half of basketball at the Carroll Charger Fieldhouse. We'll be right back with the second half here on CSBN, your worldwide leader in Charger sports.
This is Coach Kreider, and you're listening to Charger Basketball on CSBN, the worldwide leader in Charger sports.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to CSBN, your worldwide leader in Charger sports. As we're about to start the second half, Angola's Rachel Reinhardt was just given the Northeast Indiana Award most points. So that after she scored 7 in the first half, she now has 1,151 in her career. She's been recruited by a few different schools. IPFW is in on it. Xavier is another one that is interested, and there are at least 5 schools I've heard that are interested in recruiting her. She's had a very good high school career. Just as it was announced here at the Fieldhouse, I'd like to give her my congratulations. She's had a great career. And to start the second half, Carroll has the ball, 20 seconds in now. Kelsey Ronan gives it back to Amy Pointer, and Carroll will set up the offense. They're up 31-21 to start the third quarter. Amy Pointer passes to Peterson, trying to go down low to Ronan. It's tipped, but ends up in the hands of Peterson. She sprawls for it on the floor, and while she tried to pass the ball, she rolled over, and that's a travel, an odd travel, but it's a travel, and that is an early turnover. It'll go to Angola. Clara Grubb inbounds the ball to Rachel Reinhardt. Gives it right back to Grubb. She knocked down 3 3-pointers. She pulls up for an 18-footer here as she knocked down 3 3-pointers in the first half. She misses. It's rebounded by Ronan. She passes to Pointer. The pass behind her. It was stolen by Grubb, but she lost the ball out of bounds. It'll go back to Carroll. Good crowd here tonight for a Wednesday game here on senior night. Emotions running high for the Chargers, who want to send their seniors out in style at their last home game, and if they can play like they did in the first half, they will definitely do that. Up 31-21. Amy Pointer leads the ball up the court, cross-court pass to Maddie Peterson, almost stolen, but wasn't. Peterson has it at the top of the key, goes to the left corner for Schmidt. She tries to go down low and does to Ronan, goes back out to Schmidt. A three-pointer on the left wing is short, rebounded by Brittany Beard. Given to Reinhardt, quick outlet pass intended for Grubb was tipped by Pointer, and then just before it went out of bounds, Brittany Beard tried to save it, and she knocked it out of bounds, so it will go to Carroll. Schmidt inbounds to Pointer. The starting 5 for both teams are on the floor. Something to watch for Rachel Reinhardt. She does have 2 fouls, so if she gets another one, she might have to sit for a little while with the 3. And Clara Grubb is leading all scorers tonight with 11 points. She has 3 3-pointers. Amy Pointer drives from the right corner and takes a 10-footer on the baseline. No good. Rachel Reinhardt trying to lead the fast break. Can't do it. Good transition defense. Gives it to Erica Reinhardt, who drives, goes around Sarah Stillwell. Not a good shot. Stillwell gets the rebound, but then has it stripped by Erica Reinhardt, and then she passes to Brittany Beard, but she could not put in the 6-footer on the right low block. Amy Pointer gets the rebound. Nice spin move. Gives it out to Heather Schmidt. She'll try another 3, and she got it. That is her second 3 of the night, and it extends the Carroll lead to 13, the largest of the night, 34-21. Beth Schaefer set to check in at the next stoppage of play. Erica Reinhardt goes around the screen set by Bidlack. Gives it back out to Rachel Reinhardt. Goes to Brittany Beard, mid-range jumper on the baseline, well long, rebounded by Pointer. She saves it from going out of bounds to Schmidt, and she traveled with the ball. As she was trapped, she tried to pass it back to Pointer. It'll go right back to Angola. Schaefer comes in for Sarah Stillwell. Rachel Reinhardt to inbound. Finds Claire Grubb, and she's open for 3, passes it up. Good defense by Ronan. She gets out on her quickly, hand in her face. Goes back out to Erica Reinhardt, passes up on the 3, gives it to Grubb in the left corner, and her 3 is off the mark. Rebounded by Peterson, trying to lead a fast break. Not a smart pass intended for Ronan, but Carroll will catch a break as the ball was tipped off of the hands of Kylie Bidlack. Heather Schmidt set to inbound, and Alexa Scott comes in for Brittany Beard for the Hornets. And speaking of Hornets, so this is a little off topic, but the New Orleans Hornets in the NBA are going to change their name to the Pelicans. I honestly hate it. And on the inbounds pass intended for Maddie Peterson, it was almost stolen by Erica Reinhart, but she loses it out of bounds. It'll stay with Carroll, who's played a very good game here so far with 5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Pointer tries to go down low to Schaefer, not a good pass. 2-on-1 fast break. Claire Grubb lays it up and in. Easy 2 for Angola, cuts the lead to 11. Maddie Peterson's going to try to lead the fast break. She gives it to Kelsey Ronan. She passes up the mid-range jumper, gives it to Pointer, gives it to Peterson, takes the 3, no good. Offensive rebound, no. Schaefer lost it. Rebounded instead by Erica Reinhart. 4.5 to go in the third, and there's a cross-court pass almost taken away by Schmidt. Rachel Reinhart drives, tries to pass to Beard. It goes off the foot of Peterson. It ends up in the hands of Kylie Bidlack, and while she almost has it taken away from her, Angola calls their second timeout. So Carroll has played a very good all-around game, 34-23 lead here in the third quarter, and 2 of the 3 timeouts that have been called in this game have been to save a jump ball from being called. But as we look back at the keys to the game, Carroll needed to limit their turnovers. They have done that. They've knocked down a few threes. Heather Schmidt has 2. And playing inside-out basketball, they've gotten some very nice looks underneath, and that has set up their outside game, which has come to life. And for Angola, they haven't attacked the zone quite as much as I thought they would. They've done it more here in the second half as they've been getting some easy baskets, and they're still playing pressure defense, which has forced Carroll into a few more turnovers here in the second half. Coming out of the timeout, Rachel Reinhart gets it as Pointer attempted to steal and missed. Reinhart pulls up for an 18-footer. It's short, and the rebound goes off the head of either Beth Schaefer or Kelsey Ronan out of bounds. It was deflected, and neither of them could react to it in time. It'll stay with Angola as Reinhart inbounds to Kylie Bidlack, and she is fouled underneath by Kelsey Ronan. That is the team's first of the half, her second personal foul. And Reinhart will inbound it again as Kirsten Murphy is going to come in for Carroll. She's coming in for Heather Schmidt. Reinhart looking to set up an out-of-bounds play. Goes right underneath to Bidlack, and she thought she was fouled by Schaefer, but she was standing straight up, did not leave her feet, and she misses the shot. And the pass was stolen by Pointer, but she tried to go to Schaefer. Bad pass. Pass was tipped, stolen by Reinhart. She has it stolen by Pointer, and then Reinhart commits the foul as she tried to get it back from Pointer. That is her second personal foul, and the team's first of the half. Maddie Peterson will inbound for Carroll, as looks like Abby Bukes is in it to the game for the first time tonight. She's coming in for Erica Reinhart. Peterson inbounds to Pointer in the backcourt, and she'll try to set something up. Halfway through the third quarter, Carroll up by 11. Angola's been playing a man-to-man defense all night. Pointer drives, goes back out to Ronan, gives it to Peterson, thought about the 3, goes down low to Pointer instead. She takes it right back out, trying to go down low to Ronan. It's not there. Pointer instead finds a wide-open Kirsten Murphy in the left corner for 3. Her shot is short, rebounded by Bukes, who's trapped in the backcourt, trying to find somewhere to go, and she can't. A jump ball is going to be called, and Angola will catch a break with the possession arrow in their favor. Sarah Stillwell comes back in for Carroll for Beth Schaefer. And Claire Grubb is back in for Angola. She looks to inbound and trying, and then eventually does find Rachel Reinhart. Carroll had some full court pressure that time. Reinhart finds Bidlack as Carroll's still in the 2-3 zone. Gives it to Reinhart, top of the key for 3, and no good. And a foul is going to be called on Angola. I'm not sure what for. It is the second on Angola. And it doesn't look like a foul was called. It looks like the shot may have gone over the backboard. I don't think it did, but it might have touched the top of it, and that might have given the ball to Carroll. But Carroll will take advantage as Amy Pointer gives it to Kelsey Ronan on the left baseline for a 20-foot, 2-point jump shot, and the lead is back up to 13. And then in transition, Kirsten Murphy with the steal driving on Rachel Reinhardt. She draws the foul. That is Reinhardt's third. She may have to come out for the rest of the quarter at a minimum. That'll get Kirsten Murphy 2 shots at the line as Beth Schaefer is going to come in for Carroll, and Erica Reinhardt will come back in for Angola. 2 more players will come in for Carroll. I can't see who it is yet. Murphy's first free throw up and good. The lead is a game-high 14, 37-23, as Beth Schaefer and Emily Catanzarite come back into the game. Kirsten Murphy has 5 points tonight. She's going to try to get her 6th at the free throw line. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter, and Murphy tries to extend the lead to 15. She does, 38-23. Mackenzie DePremio comes back into the game for Carroll for Kirsten Murphy after she knocks down the free throws. Erica Reinhardt will inbound for Angola. She tries to find Abby Bukes. She's covered. Instead gives it to Bidlack. Back to Reinhardt. She drives as the 2-3 zone defense is being applied even in the full court. It's an interesting strategy, but it's been very effective so far. In the left corner, a 3-pointer attempted by Alexis Scott, and it is long and air ball. Rebounded to Premio, tries to lead the fast break. Outlet pass intended for Stillwell, and she could not handle it. It wasn't a great pass, and she could not save it. It goes out of bounds to Angola with 2.5 to play in the third. Erica Reinhardt trying to inbound, finds Rachel Reinhardt, who drives, and a quick outlet pass over the head of Bukes, taken by Stillwell. Another turnover by Angola, and Carroll will try to set up their offense. Amy Pointer crossing the half-court line, looking for either Stillwell or Schaefer underneath. Nothing's there right now. Goes around the pick set by Stillwell, almost loses the ball, gets it to Catanzarite. Gets it right back to Pointer, going down low to Stillwell, and she was fouled on her way up by Alexis Scott. That'll be her first, team's third, and it'll give Stillwell 2 shots at the free throw line. If she can knock these down, the lead will be extended to 17 over a 15-2 Angola team who has just not brought it tonight. Carroll has played one of their best, if not the best game of the season for the 7-10 Chargers. Stillwell's first free throw up and good. The lead is 16. And Carroll, this would be a huge non-conference win, as it looks like Scott and Bukes come out of the game for Beard and Grubb. Stillwell trying to extend the lead to 17. And she does. Yes, she does. She got the shooter's roll on the free throw. It laid on the back of the rim for a minute. And the lead 40-23 for Carroll. Rachel Reinhardt gives it to Erica Reinhardt, passes it to Kylie Bidlack for 3. It's short, and an offensive rebound by Reinhardt, who could not pull off a circus layup. Rebounded by Stillwell, gives it to Schaefer, and she gives it to Pointer, who's going to set up the Carroll offense. Carroll trying to slow down the tempo, shorten the length of the game, and Pointer draws a foul on Rachel Reinhardt. That is her 4th. She's going to have to come out for a while, as Tori Jagodinski is going to come back in. Reinhardt is the best all-around player for Angola, and her loss, it's going to be hard enough to come back from 17 points on the road. It'll be really tough now without their best all-around player. Maddie Peterson and Kelsey Ronan are going to come in for Amy Pointer and Sarah Stillwell for Carroll. The game tempo slowing down a little bit as Catanzarite inbounds to Peterson. But Carroll's now just going to try to shorten the game, run some clock, make it harder for Angola to come back in this game. A cross-court pass to DePremio. She tries a long mid-range jumper, no good, and the rebound off the hands of Catanzarite out of bounds to Angola. Grubb inbounds to Reinhardt, and she goes to her left. She lost the ball almost, poked by Catanzarite, but she regains control, gives it to Grubb, who spins out of a double team, gives it off to Kylie Bidlack in the corner for three. Again, an air ball long. Some of the shot selection for Angola is not good. A scrum underneath for the rebound is taken by Bidlack, who took the shot. She gives it to Claire Grubb, looking for a 4-3. That is no good, and it is rebounded by Peterson. She almost threw it away, and finally Catanzarite corrals the ball for Carroll with 54 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Nice crossover, goes around Brittany Beard, trying to go down low to Schaefer, and that's in traffic. Not a good pass, intercepted by Erica Reinhardt. Outlet pass to Kylie Bidlack, and she'll slow it down, try to set up the offense. Gives it to Reinhardt. Thought about the three-pointer, goes around the screen, gives it to Brittany Beard in the corner. She splits a double team and then is tripped by Mackenzie DePremio. That'll be her second foul, team's second foul in the half. And 30 seconds remaining. Angola could opt to hold for a last shot. And excuse me, wrong team. Reinhardt looking to inbound, goes right underneath to Brittany Beard, who puts it in and draws the foul on Maddie Peterson. And if she can finish off the three-point play, the lead will be cut to 14. Good out-of-bounds play set up by Angola. Not a smart foul by Maddie Peterson. That's her second and Carroll's third. The free throw from Brittany Beard is up and well off the mark. That did not look like a smooth release, but Ronan, after getting the rebound, tries to get it to Catanzarite. She does, but then she was pressured by Reinhardt, who forces the turnover. As she poked the ball out of bounds, it went off Catanzarite last, and Angola gets possession, trying to cut into the lead. Reinhardt goes underneath to Brittany Beard. Kylie Bidlack, she passes to Beard, who is guarded tightly by Schaefer at the top of the zone. 14 seconds remain. Reinhardt goes around a pick set by Yagodinsky, and she knocks down an 18-footer at the top of the key. Lead cut to 13. Peterson, 6 seconds. Here's the Catanzarite. Back to Peterson. 3 seconds. Not even cross half court yet. 1 second. She doesn't even know it, and that will end the third quarter. Angola gets a little momentum late to cut into a lead that was as high as 17. But Carroll still holds on to a 40-27 advantage after 3. We'll be right back with the fourth quarter, the final home game of the season for the Carroll Lady Chargers here on CSBN, your worldwide leader in Charger sports.
This is Coach Kreider, and you're listening to Charger Basketball on CSBN, the worldwide leader in Charger sports.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to senior night at the Carroll Charger Fieldhouse. Just about set to start the fourth quarter, and Carroll has a 13-point lead over the favorite Angola Hornets. To start the fourth, there's Pointer, Peterson, Bevineau, Ronan, and Schmidt on the floor for Carroll. Schmidt has it now at the top of the key. Gives it to Maddie Peterson, left wing for three. Got it. Good start to the fourth quarter by Carroll, and that extends the lead to 16. It'll be Angola will have to make a comeback of 2 points a minute to pull off the big comeback here and get the road win in a non-conference battle late in the season. A turnover. Almost a turnover by Erica Reinhardt. A jump ball will be called, and the possession arrow will stay with Angola. We'll catch a break here. Rachel Reinhardt is going to come back into the game. She has 4 fouls. She is the best overall player for Angola. If she commits her 5th foul, Angola will be in really, really big trouble. Reinhardt hasn't been a huge factor tonight. She has just 7 points. She averages 15, but her presence is, she's made a couple of nice plays as she passes to Erica Reinhardt. Not a good shot in traffic. Rebounded by Ronan underneath. Gives it to Pointer, gives it back to Ronan as a full court press is being applied. She goes around Claire Grubb, and a foul is called. I'm not sure what for. It looked like Ronan was just going around a defender. It's a turnover either way, and it'll go to Angola. It doesn't look like it was a foul. It might have been a double dribble in the backcourt, but I didn't see anything. Either way, Angola gets the ball back with 7 minutes remaining in the game. Rachel Reinhardt gives it to Claire Grubb, who's 3 for 5 on threes. She drives and draws the foul before the shot. It's either going to be on Ronan or Bevineau, and it's the 4th team foul on Carroll. They're going to call on Kelsey Ronan. That's her 3rd. She's got to be careful with 7 minutes remaining. Reinhardt inbounds to Erica Reinhardt. She tries to go around Schmidt. Goes around the screen set by Jagodinsky. Gives it back to Claire Grubb. She drives in traffic and puts it in around 3 Carroll defenders, and the lead down to 14. Amy Pointer will try to slow down the pace a little bit for Carroll. 6:45 to play. The score 43-29. Carroll leads. Amy Pointer pass almost intercepted, almost a steal by Angola off the hands of Schmidt, but Bevineau corrals it in the backcourt, and she almost has her pass stolen, gets it to Maddie Peterson in the left corner. Her shot is no good, and the rebound will eventually go to Brittany Beard, trying to lead the fast break. She almost loses it out of bounds, but gets it back out to Rachel Reinhardt. Thought about the three, drives, and she puts it in, and the foul. Nice play by Reinhardt. That is the 15th foul on Carroll. She'll have an opportunity for a three-point play. And the foul committed by Mackenzie Bevineau, her first. Bevineau's going to come out of the game now for Kirsten Murphy. And Reinhardt's trying to cut the Carroll lead to just 11. They are not out of this game yet. If Reinhardt knocks it down, she will have 10 points on the night. The free throw is up and good. The lead 43-32. Carroll on top. And Lauren Honer comes into the game for the second time for Tori Jagodinsky for Angola. Heather Schmidt to inbound. Angola is using full court pressure. They switch inbounders. Amy Pointer inbounds it, gives it to Ronan, gets it right back. Quick outlet pass to Schmidt. Goes to Kirsten Murphy. And she goes back to Pointer underneath. Quick pass down low to Peterson. She drives. She can't get it, but Pointer, the offensive rebound. It looked like she was fouled, but they say it was a clean block. Reinhardt gets it, trying to get the fast break bucket. She can't. And the rebound taken by Ronan. She draws the foul. It is the 5th on Angola, 15th foul on Angola, and the foul will be called on Brittany Beard, her second personal. Sarah Stillwell comes into the game for Heather Schmidt. Kirsten Murphy will inbound for Carroll. 5:50 to go in the game. Carroll leading 43-32. Murphy inbounds to Maddie Peterson. And Peterson will set up the offense. Drives to her right. And it goes back to Kirsten Murphy, trying to get back out to the perimeter. Finds Kelsey Ronan for a long jumper, foot on the line, and the long two-pointer was well off the mark, an air ball well short of the target. And that is a turnover. It'll go to Angola. And that's not a smart strategy by Carroll. They want to shorten this game. They want to take more time off the clock. And Angola has 5.5 minutes to come back. And it would be a lot harder for them to do that if there was less time on the clock. Reinhardt passes to Erica Reinhardt in the corner. The three, no good. Long rebound goes to Kirsten Murphy. She almost loses it. It looked like it might have been a travel. Gives it to Pointer, gets it to Peterson, and her pass intended for Stillwell is deflected out of bounds off of Erica Reinhardt, and a timeout is called by Carroll. They have 3 remaining, as does Angola. Carroll is 5 minutes and 12 seconds away from pulling off a nice non-conference upset, and that right now they're just going to regroup. They've been a little bit sloppy, I guess could be the word, here in the fourth quarter. They haven't been quite as smart. They're just trying to rush a little bit, ice the game early. They just need to calm down, play with their game, do what they've been doing this entire game so far, and they will come out of here with a nice win on senior night. As for Angola, they've cut a 17-point lead to 11, and they have 5 minutes and 12 seconds to come back. The game is not over. They have the Reinhardt twins, who they've been fairly quiet tonight. At first, it looked like Claire Grubb was going to have a really nice game. She made 3 three-pointers in the first quarter, but has been very, very quiet since then, and right now is not even on the floor. About to come out of the timeout, and we'll see if Carroll can hold on to their 11-point lead and ice the win for them. So they have the ball underneath their own basket, and they're going to try to extend the lead to 13 or 14 if they can make a shot. Kirsten Murphy to inbound. On the floor with Murphy is Pointer, Peterson, Ronan, and Stillwell. Murphy looking to inbound, and she finds Pointer at the top of the key. And now Angola in a zone defense for the first time tonight, 2-3 zone. Pointer looking for Peterson on the perimeter, finds her in the right corner. Peterson goes right back to Pointer. Gives it to Kirsten Murphy, trying to go to Stillwell. Nice ball fake. She drives on Erica Reinhardt. Gives it to Ronan out to Pointer. She drives and tries to lay it in. No good. She thought she was fouled by Reinhardt, and then Pointer touched the ball last after the miss, and it'll go to Angola. Erica Reinhardt will inbound. Just under 5 minutes to go for Angola to mount an 11-point comeback. It'll be difficult, but they're not out of the game yet. She inbounds to Rachel Reinhardt, goes right back to Erica, and the Reinhardts in the backcourt will set up the Angola offense. Erica Reinhardt did not choose to go around the screen set by Lauren Honer, who is still in the game, which is a bit of a surprise considering how little she played in the first half. Quick pass underneath to Brittany Beard on the baseline. She gets the shooter's roll, and the lead is back to single digits, 9 points now. And Peterson gives it to Pointer in the backcourt, and Pointer will set up the offense for Carroll, trying to get the lead back to double digits as Angola has made a little bit of a run. Angola commits a reach-in foul. It looks like it'll be on Honer. That will be her first, and it is the team's 6th. The next one will put Carroll in the bonus for the rest of this game. Kirsten Murphy to inbound for Carroll. They're going to call the foul instead on Erica Reinhardt, her 3rd. Either way, it is the team's 6th. With 4:16, foul trouble shouldn't be huge with 3 fouls. As Murphy inbounds to Pointer, gives it back to Murphy, and back to Pointer in the corner. She drives, goes down low to Kelsey Ronan, and she couldn't put in the layup. Offensive rebound, couldn't put it in. Sarah Stillwell, an offensive rebound. She makes a nice move underneath to get around Brittany Beard, and she lays it in. Sarah Stillwell has 10 points to lead Carroll at the moment. Just under 4 minutes to go. Carroll's lead back up to 11. Emily Catanzaro going to come back into the game at the next dead ball. Erica Reinhardt gives it to Rachel Reinhardt. She drives to her left, goes around Sarah Stillwell, could not put it in as she was off balance as she took the shot. Amy Pointer gets the ball now for Carroll after Stillwell got the rebound. Pointer drives and puts it in, and a foul. She just attacked Rachel Reinhardt. We haven't seen that a whole lot tonight, but it turned out to be a very good decision, and she has an opportunity to extend the lead back to 14. Pointer has just 4 points on the night. Catanzaro in for Peterson, and Beth Schaefer in for Sarah Stillwell with 3.5 minutes to play. 47-34 is the score. Pointer going to try to make it 48-34 with 3.5 minutes to play. The free throw is up and good, and it looks more and more likely now that Carroll will pull off the upset. They've played a very, very good, well-rounded game in every facet, and they have beaten Angola tonight. Fair and square, they've played a good game, but as I say that, Erica Reinhardt knocks down a 3 in the right corner, cuts the lead back down to 11. Amy Pointer almost traveled with it in the backcourt, gets it to Catanzaro. She crosses over and almost loses it, gets it back to Pointer though. And with 3 minutes to go, they will set up the offense. Pointer drives to her left, finds Catanzaro on the baseline. She goes back around the perimeter to Beth Schaefer. She goes underneath to Kelsey Ronan, turns and puts it in with the left hand. Carroll up by 13 with less than 3 minutes to play. Rachel Reinhardt drives, and Angola is going to have to get some quick buckets here. Gets it to Erica Reinhardt, back out to Rachel for 3, and her shot no good, rebounded by Ronan. And she is looking for somebody to pass it to, and eventually finds Pointer, and before she does, a timeout is called by Carroll. They will have 2 remaining in this game. 2 minutes and 31 seconds remain in a nice game played by Carroll. They have beaten Angola tonight in every facet of the game. They have been efficient with the ball. They haven't turned it over a whole lot. They've been taking some smart shots underneath, and they have really gotten some easy looks for themselves with good passing from Amy Pointer, who hasn't scored a whole lot in her last game, but she's made some very smart decisions, has 8 or 9 assists at this point. And she, along with Heather Schmidt, who's not on the floor right now, and Kelsey Ronan, have all had some very nice games to end their home careers as a Carroll Lady Charger. And Carroll has to be happy with the effort they've given their seniors, as Ronan, one of them, gets the ball off the inbounds play coming out of the timeout. Gives it to Catanzarite, 3-on-2. Outlet pass to Pointer. She drives, misses the layup. Offensive rebound, Schaefer, and she draws the foul underneath. It's either on Reinhardt or Beard. If it's on Reinhardt, it's her 5th. And it's the team's 8th. They're going to call it on Brittany Beard. That's her 3rd. Beth Schaefer will get 2 shots at the line. She has 2 points so far tonight. And if she knocks both of these down, the lead will be expanded to 15. The first free throw is up and no good. Lead still 13. Try to make it 14 is Schaefer with 2:20 to go. It'll be much tougher now for Angola to make a comeback. They're going to have to make shots quickly and get some turnovers, and that hasn't happened so far tonight. It'll be very difficult if Carroll continues to play their game. On the second free throw, a lane violation is called on Amy Pointer. The free throw was no good anyway, and it will go back to Angola with 2:20 to play. The score 50-37. Erica Reinhardt looking to inbound, and finally does find it. Rachel Reinhardt's going to try to lead the fast break, and Reinhardt draws the foul on Amy Pointer. Not a smart foul. That is Carroll's 6th. Next one will put Angola in the bonus. It's Pointer's 2nd. Carroll is already in the bonus as Angola has committed 8 fouls in the second half. Erica Reinhardt will inbound, finds Rachel Reinhardt in the backcourt. 2:15 to go. Reinhardt drives to her right, then crosses over, goes to her left, passes to Erica Reinhardt. That trying to go back to Rachel Reinhardt was kicked by Amy Pointer. It will stay with Angola. Erica Reinhardt, right now it is the starting 5 on the floor for both teams. For Angola. 4 of the 5 starters are in. 3 of the 5 starters are in, actually, for Carroll. And it looks like they feel safe about their chances of winning this game, as a foul is committed here after the inbounds pass by Amy Pointer. That's her 3rd, and it'll put Kylie Bidlack at the line for a 1-on-1 situation. Bidlack has not scored tonight, and trying to get her first point, she cannot do it. And the rebound was tipped out of bounds by Ronan. It'll go to Angola with 2 minutes and 4 seconds to play in the 4th and final quarter of a very good game played by Carroll so far. It'll take a furious rally for Angola to come back. Reinhardt inbounds to Grubb, who drives and misses the layup, and it's rebounded by Ronan, a 4-on-2. Is she hurries? She instead gives it to Mackenzie DePremio. Cross-court pass to Emily Catanzarite. She drives and is fouled. A blocking foul called on Brittany Beard. That'll be her 4th, team's 9th. And it is they're going to call the foul on Bidlack instead. That's her 2nd. It'll send Catanzarite to the line for a 1-on-1. She's looking for her first points of the night. First free throw from Catanzarite, up and no good. Rebounded by Beard. Gives it to Rachel Reinhardt with 1:45 to go. Cross-court pass to Erica Reinhardt. She takes the 3, no good. Offensive rebound, Beard. Back out to Rachel Reinhardt. Gives it to Grubb in the left wing for 3. Her shot is no good. Rebounded by Ronan. Passes to Pointer. Back to Ronan. Back to Pointer in the backcourt. With 1.5 to go, it looks like Carroll can ice this game. Pointer gets over the half-court line and draws the foul on Erica Reinhardt. That is her 4th, team's 10th. Carroll will be shooting 2 free throws the rest of the way. Pointer has 5 points tonight. Try to make it 7. The score with 1:26 to go is Carroll 50, Angola 37. And it looks like Angola is on their way to their 3rd loss of the season. Pointer misses the first free throw. Carroll is on their way to giving themselves an 8-10 record. This would be their best win of the season so far against a good Angola team who, as I've said, has not brought it tonight. Carroll has on senior night, and they've got to be happy with the effort they've turned in. Pointer knocks down the second free throw. The lead is 14. And Rachel Reinhardt gets the inbounds pass, gives it to Erica Reinhardt, who cannot handle it in the right corner. And Carroll gets it right back as Angola is really rushing right now. Schmidt back into the game. Inbounds it to Emily Catanzarite with 1:15 to go. Gives it to Mackenzie DePremio in the left corner. She dribbles it back out to the top of the key. Gives it to Amy Pointer, who drives to her left. Back to DePremio. and it looks like Carroll's trying to run some clock. About a minute left in this game. DePremio tries to get out of a trap by giving it to Pointer. Instead throws it straight out of bounds. And now it'll be some mass substitutions for Angola, who are down by 14 with 58 seconds to go, are taking out their starters. And they have put in Caitlin Brandt for the first time tonight. Abby Bukes is into the game. Katie Lopsher is into the game. And it looks like, I cannot see the number on that jersey. It looks like Becca Bukes, Abby's sister, is in the game as well. And right now, and then it's, I'm not sure who's in right now, actually, as Carroll also makes some substitutions, and the crowd gives them a rousing ovation on senior night as Pointer, Schmidt, and Ronan are out of the game. They turn in fine performances in their final game as a Carroll Charger, and they're all going to go out as a Charger victorious in their final home game. Right now it's Becca Bukes with the ball for Angola. She tries to get it to Abby Bukes, and she passes down low to Caitlin Brandt, and she traveled before a foul was committed, and it'll go back to Carroll with 43 seconds remaining. Catanzarite inbounds to Maddie Peterson back into the game. Catanzarite Peterson are on the floor with Bevino, DePremio, and Stillwell with 35 seconds remaining. Catanzarite gives it to Peterson. Gives it to Mackenzie Bevino. We'll see if Carroll takes another shot or they'll just run out the clock. There is no shot clock in high school basketball. Peterson drives to her right now, gives it back to Catanzarite with 17 seconds to go, and it just looks like Carroll's going to end the game now. Gives it to DePremio, who handles it now. Gives it to Peterson, who loses it and has it stolen away by Caitlin Brandt. Her shot, no good. Rebounded by Lopsher with 2 seconds to go. 1 second, and that will do it. On senior night, the Carroll Chargers are victorious over the favored Angola Hornets, 51-37, and it was a very nice win by Carroll. They come out and they played well on their home floor tonight. They dominated from start to finish, and they should really be proud of the effort they turned in. That'll just about do it here. Carroll pulls off a nice upset, winning by 14 on their home floor in a non-conference matchup. We'll be right back with the post-game show on CSBN, the worldwide leader in Charger sports.
This is Coach Kreider, and you're listening to Charger Basketball on CSBN, the worldwide leader in Charger sports.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Carroll Charger postgame show on CSBN. The final home game of the season for the Carroll Lady Chargers was a rousing success. Carroll pulled off an upset win over the Angola Hornets, 51-37. And on the senior night, Amy Pointer, Heather Schmidt, and Kelsey Ronan, the three seniors playing in their final home game, all turned in nice performances. Pointer had almost 10 assists. Heather Schmidt knocked down a couple of threes, and Ronan had double digits in scoring. They all played well in their final games at home in the Carroll Charger Fieldhouse. They did a good job limiting Angola's Rachel and Erica Reinhardt. They both normally scored about 15 a game. They both ended up with 10 in tonight's game. Claire Grubb was the leading scorer in the game for either side with 15. She knocked down 3 3-pointers in the first half. Coming up for CSBN, some upcoming broadcasts include, on Friday, I'll be here along with Ian Davis and Gabriel Thomas. Boys home game against Belmont. We'll be doing the JV and varsity games. After that, we have boys broadcasts on February 7th against Columbia City, and to wrap up their season on February 15th against Northside. That'll just about do it here in the Carroll Charger Fieldhouse. The home team, Carroll Chargers, defeated the visiting Angola Hornets by a score of 51-37. Tune in for CSBN's next broadcast of Charger basketball this Friday when the Chargers take on Belmont. And I am Matthew James. Thank you for listening to CSBN, your worldwide leader in Charger sports.
You've been listening to Charger Basketball on CSBN, the worldwide leader in Charger sports.